Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Eileen, and I'm filling in for Petra for the PD Fit Club. And so we'll get started. Take a comfortable seat in the middle of the chair, and just put the hands on the thighs and get your knees and hips at about 90 degrees if you can. And then we're just going to slowly side to side on the sit bones. And so that means that you're going to be lifting those sit bones a little bit at a time. And the legs are about hips width apart, and your chest is lifted so that you have a nice long spine, even though you're thinking about being the lifted part. All right. And that's just lubricating joints, lots of joints in the body, a lot of moving parts. Muscles move too. And then come to center. We're going to go ahead and take the arms, take one arm up. And then that's the side that the hip is going to not lift. It's opposite. So lift the opposite hip. Then we're going to shift and then switch arms. That's it. So the opposite arm from the hip is going up, and we're taking it nice and slow and smooth. It doesn't have to be big. And maybe you can start feeling the your ab muscles starting to work. The ab muscles are great, moving back and forth. There's lots of ab muscles. It's not just those that show up in the six packs and stuff. A lot of layers. So it's not just fat down there, thankfully. And go side to side. And if you have any questions during the class, just holler and let me know if something's not clear. And then come back down. And go ahead and let the arms drop, shake them out a little bit. Hold on. Let's go ahead and put the hands on the thighs and stay in the middle of the chair. Make sure you have clearance in the back because we're going to do a cat-cow sequence. So just put the hands on the thighs and take a little bit of an inhale and lift the sternum, which is the breastbone. And then go ahead and breathe there for a few breaths. And see if you can make the spine a little bit longer and curvier. And the shoulder blades get really heavy. So it's like you're trying to bust out of the water, kind of like Superman in the old days. Take a deep breath in, and then go ahead and pull the navel back and exhale. And let the spine curve. And then go ahead and go forward, lift, inhale. And let the shoulder blades move toward each other in the back, and then exhale. Go ahead, pull the navel back. So you're rocking back and forth on your sits bones and your thigh bones. And just keep going back and forth, trying to make it as smooth as possible. So one of the things that I remind people is that this is your body. You get to decide what speed you're going, how fast you're breathing, how fast you move. But a lot of it is, unless it's a really punchy thing, you want to try and make it nice and smooth. And sometimes when you go slow, it's a little bit more challenging. On the next one, inhale, keep that chest lifted upward slightly. And see if you can pull the imaginary string from that sternum up toward the sky. And everything else goes down toward the ground. So just the sternum is rising up. Take a deep breath in, expand the rib cage, and come to neutral, face the front. Okay, right. So we did two directions. So we did a little bit of stretching side to side, and then we moved the rib cage, the torso front to back. So when I want to combine those things, I want you to pretend that you're wearing a barrel, a wine barrel, kind of like in the like if you had no clothes and you're wearing a barrel. So you're going to take the torso and you're going to clean the inside of that barrel by moving the sternum around. Maybe you could imagine the sternum being like a spoon, and you're stirring inside that wine barrel or bourbon barrel. It's great. So it's perfectly level. And let's try going the other way. You can feel a little bit more of the muscles starting to engage. The movement is a little bit bigger than what we were doing just a little while ago. And you can go ahead and roll around on your sits bones, giving yourself sort of a tush massage. And you're still breathing, right? So no blue purple faces. Go ahead and come to center. Right? All right. So let's go ahead and move the shoulders. Let's go back and up and front, up and forward, back up and forward. Usually I don't give direction, but let's do that today. And make it nice and smooth. Doesn't have to be maxing out quite yet. It's moving that shoulder joint, which actually has nothing. It's just floating up there. It's a weird, weird joint. And go ahead and start to make it a little bit bigger and a little bit slower. And keep pressing down into the sit bones, into your tush, into the chair. All right, and then shake it out a little bit. We're going to go the other way. All right, so let's take it just one at a time. So just take one shoulder up and back, other shoulder up and back. So this is a little bit coordination for y'all. That's it. Super. So really try to focus on the shoulder and let the shoulder be the initiator. And what I found interesting recently is that, depending on where you focus on initiating movement, you could do the same movement, but sometimes you can do it better, faster. And let's do both at the same time. Up and back. Up and back. So this is the one of the I really like posture. I think we all can use a little bit of help with that. And come there. Stop. All right, so go ahead and take a look to the right. I don't know if you're going to meet me or not, but scan the horizon. Go turn the head to the left. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, slow scan. Go to the right. Take a deep breath in. Go from New York to Canada to Hawaii. And then take an inhale. Exhale from Hawaii, Canada to New York. And just go back and forth and just rack up those frequent flyer miles. Going back and forth. And see if you can isolate it so that the other parts of the body don't really engage. They're just holding it together. And you're still pushing down a little bit gently into the tush so that the spine gets a little bit of attention. Then come to center. Let's go ahead and I'm going to advance the head. We're going to put the head in a funnel or an ice cream cone, or you can put a pencil on the top of your head. And we're just going to make a little shape like your head is in a funnel or an ice cream cone, or you're doing graffiti on the ceiling. And see if you can make it just a little bit bigger. So this gives you a little bit of a stretch in the neck as well. If you get dizzy, close the eyes. And let's go the other way. Start small. So we won't be competing with Banksy. No worry there. He's an artist if you don't know him. And no one knows who he or she actually is. And make it a little bit bigger. Make sure the chin doesn't go too far up when the head goes back. And then come to center. All righty. Okay. Let's take the fingers and interlace them. So interlace the fingers, flip them over, push the palms away. And I want you to bring the backs of the hands close and then push it away. So this is a little bit of an accordion, in and out. So make sure the palms are out. That's it. And push. And keep the palms below the shoulders or right around the shoulders. If you take them up a little bit higher, it starts to do something different anatomically. And then on the next push out, take a little bit, not too much. I think if you're in circle You probably get like 90 degrees. We're not stuck. That's okay. Not anyway. Side side. Feeling in the abdomen, feeling the movement in the back. Keep breathing. See if you can make the breath a little bit deeper. Expand those lungs. Use those muscles a little bit more on something that you're not focused on breathing about. And come to center. And flip it over and let's shake them out. I forgot to ask you, do you remember which thumb was on top? Can you interlace the fingers the other way? Lift them over. Gentle push, not a hold. And start moving it up and lower. If you can go all the way up, that's super. But not all of us are able to do that all the time. Keep pushing the imaginary wall out. Pretend you're inside of a ball and that your hands have to stay in contact with the surface of the ball. And then you go up. And if you've taken my class before, I try to insert a food example somewhere in there, but sometimes it's not happening. And up and hold it up there and then see if you can push upward, whatever direction the palms are going. Super. And a little bit to the side, a little bit to the other side. We're going to come revisit this later. The side stretches are really good. Helps the diaphragm inflate. And last set, first side, second side, and come up to the top. And spring, and then breaststroke the arms down with control. Super, that's beautiful. Okay, right. So go ahead and sit back, take a comfy seat, and I want you to extend one leg and point it, flex it, and lower. We're going to do the other leg. One leg, point, flex, and down. And continue to push down into the chair seat again. Like I'm going to keep reminding you of that. And flex and down, and point, up, point, flex, and down. First leg, keep it up there. And I want you to spin the foot. Nice and slow and big. Yeah. So I was wondering what I should do because I don't wear shoes in the house. So I'm going to be doing some jumping and barefoot. Go the other way. And then stop. I want you to bend the knee, just like maybe a little bit, teeny tiny bit. And then I want you to straighten it really tight, flex the foot, and tighten the quad muscles. I want you to release it a little bit, like you're starting to sag. And I want you to lift the leg, straighten the knee, push into that imaginary wall, tighten the quad. Sag the knee a little bit, straighten, flex the foot, really tighten the quad muscles. Those are the muscles in the front of the thighs. Last one, release, and really straighten, push into that imaginary wall. Keep breathing, tighten those quads, then slowly lower, and let's just let it dangle and shake it out. Yeah. All right, so put the foot down, just take an assessment, feel what it's like between the left and the right leg. And then whatever other leg you have, so lift it. Oh shoot, I think it was, circle the foot, sorry, it blinked out. So circle the foot in one direction, keeping that kneecap working, trying to keep those quads engaged. Moving up. And then go the other way. Nice and slow with control, trying to touch every corner of that circle or oval or whatever it is. All right. And now you're going to relax it just a little bit. And then you're going to straighten the knee, flex the foot, and push into that imaginary wall, really tightening that quad muscle. And release it a little bit. Straighten, push, push. Tighten the quads. It's really important, little bitty muscle in there. And do 3 more. I think we did 5 on the other side. Straighten, flex, push. Push, keep breathing. And then go ahead and release. 2 more. Go ahead and straighten, push into that imaginary wall, tighten the quads. Your kneecap should be like really firm. Release. Last one. Look at the leg, tighten them up, push, 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 and lower, and let's just shake that. That's a lot for a little bitty muscle. Okay, let's see. I think, does everyone have chairs that don't have, what's it called, armrests, right? So if we can you turn sideways? Make sure the back thigh is completely on the chair, okay? And then you're gonna release the other leg down. It's hanging off, so it's not on the chair at all. Are we good? Okay. You can take the, what I call the front is the front of the chair. Put the hand on the chair seat and then put the other hand on the chair, back of the chair seat. And I want you to lean long and lengthen the spine and lean forward. So most of the weight is on the front foot. And then I want you to slide the front leg, the free leg back as much as you can with the toes tucked under. Okay. And keeping that back, the spine long and pushing gently into the chair, I want you to reach that heel back and straighten that back leg as much as you can. And then release it. So your feet are in railroad tracks, kind of. And then extend, reach with the back heel and try that back knee. And release it. How are we doing? Yeah. Keep going. Yeah, I see knots, which is great. Straighten the knee, reach with the back heel. So you get that nice openness in the free leg hip. Straighten the knee, reach with the back heel. And release. And let's hold this one just for a little bit longer. Push down into the front heel a little bit more. You might start to feel like you can float a little bit off of the chair. All right, and then go ahead and release and come on up. How's that? Okay? So thumbs up helps me. Feedback. You can also do this whole thing. Yeah. We could be like, it's okay. That's good. Okay. Yeah, there's also that mezzo, right? Okay, so put the other thigh on the chair. So see how like my knee's right up against the edge of the chair. I'm going to lean forward with my hands on the front and the back of the chair, and I'm going to release the free leg. Keeping the toes tucked. I'm going to reach it back as much as I can. Remember, the feet are in railroad tracks, or if you do Nordic, right? And you're going to straighten that knee and reach with the back heel. And you're leaning way forward, so you don't have to be upright on this one. I mean, I'm pretty tight, so if I stay upright, then it goes into my lower back. And that's not what I'm interested in. Straighten, reach, and release. So I'm really down in with my hands into the chair seat. And knee release. Knee straightens, heel goes back. And push down into the front heel a little bit more. You have sort of a 3-point push down is the front heel and the two hands. And pulse it, keep going a few more times. So reach with the heel and release. And reach with the heel, straighten that knee. Next one, we're going to hold it for a little bit longer. So last one, reach with the heel, straighten the knee. And see if you can push down into the chair, but keeping your spine long. Push down into the front heel. And you might feel a little bit of lightness start to happen under that thigh that's been sitting on the chair. Take a deep breath in and go ahead and release the back leg and come on up. All right. Okay. Moving right along. So move forward in the chair. This is the last thing we're going to do, or the two last things we're going to do before we stand up. So go ahead and take figure 4, cross one leg over the other, one ankle over the other. If this is too much, you can just cross the ankles over each other. This is okay too. Okay, but if you can do this, this is where we're at. And you can move the supporting leg foot a little bit forward. That'll make your thigh be a little bit lower, so it won't be as challenging. So I want you to flex the top foot, really flex it, and keep it flexed. All right? Sit up really tall, and go ahead and just lean forward. Fold at the hip. So move your pelvis so that it goes forward a little bit, and you're going to start feeling a stretch. It doesn't take much for most people. And see if you can hold that position and take a few breaths. Luxuriate in it, if you can think about it that way. It's kind of a gift that you can have that sensation too. And then think about lengthening the spine, and it's going to make you feel a little bit more stretch. If you can, take a deep breath in. If you can, go forward a little bit more, keeping that spine nice and long. And most of my foot pressure on my standing foot is in the heel, not all of it. So that helps keep everything in a nice alignment. Take an inhale, come on up, over cross the legs, right? And go ahead and take the, turn toward the top leg and take the opposite hand outside. You can take the back hand on the inside of the chair so that you go, it helps kind of stabilize you. And I want you to squeeze the legs just a little bit, just a tiny bit. And lengthen the spine up. So I want you to think about a three-point stance. So it's got the heel of the standing foot and the two anywhere else. You go ahead and use the next to the twist one. If not, lengthen the spine. And you're looking out over the and we're looking New York City again. Not towards. Take a deep breath again. Exhale.
Sorry, your audio is in and out.
Oh,
when you turned your head.
Oh, when I tilt my head? Okay.
Yeah,
can you hear me?
In and out.
Okay. All right. Let me know if it happens again. Right. So go ahead and cross the other leg over the other thigh. And then go ahead and flex that top foot. Sit up nice and tall. And go ahead and lean forward just a little bit until you start to feel a little bit extra stretch in that top hip. And then lengthen the spine. All right. So in a way, you don't have to be looking at me. You're going to be looking slightly down in front of you, pretending you're on, I don't know, somewhere in Venice, looking down into the canal. And then lengthen the spine and hold it right. Or if you have capacity, exhale a little bit and go forward a little bit more in the hips. Super. And take a breath or two or three. See if you can release that attention that those particular muscles are asking you to do, and say, we're just going to focus on the length of the spine. Go ahead and inhale. Come on up in one piece. And let's over the legs again on this side. And then turn toward the top leg. Squeeze the legs together just a bit, not a whole lot. Lift the chest. Remember the sternum. And the sternum has a little bit of a flashlight on it, and you're beaming it toward Hawaii. And then deepen the breath. Don't forget the little bit of leg squeeze in there. And if you feel your navel pooching out, see if you can tuck it in a little bit. And take one more deep inhale. And exhale and derotate. And come back to the center. And I lied. There's just one more thing I want to do. Let's take the arms into a W. And what I want you to do is try to keep the arms there. So drop the elbows a little bit. Rather than a cactus, I'd like to see it a little bit lower. It engages your body a little bit differently. So you go back. And we're going to just pinch the shoulder blades toward each other. Not the elbows or the arms. They're going to follow. So I want you to just pinch and release. So focus on the shoulder blades. Pinch and release. Pinch and release. Super. Pinch and release. Last one, pinch and hold. See if you can get comfortable there. So those are some muscles that help. It's part of your posture. Take a deep breath in and go ahead and release the arms and the shoulder blades and shake it out. Okay, so let's go ahead and stand up. And we're going to take the strap. This and let me adjust the camera just a little bit. Okay, so we're going to take the strap. So take a stance maybe like 1.5 feet. It's wider than hips width apart. So we're going to take this the strap on each side. We're going to take it, lift it up. Oh, it went out of the screen. And then I want you to pass it to the back. Your hands might have to slide and separate a little bit. So try to keep the elbows straight. Find that place where you can keep the elbows straight and push it back from front and back. And as little moves as possible. It's just try to move the arms in the shoulder joint. That's it. And moving it back. Feel that nice stretch across the pecs. And last one. Then bring the hands a little bit closer since we're not going to do that passing anymore. Go ahead and take it above the head. But, oh, sorry. Oh, it's so weird. Like on a boat. Okay, so we're going to bend to the right, just at the waist. So the feet stay right where they are, and then come on up. We're going to take the other side. Keep this tension in the strap. And up. And other side. And up. And other side. And up. So if you're comfortable, hands are on the strap, keep them there. You can walk them a little bit closer if you want, or more separate. So now just turn the torso toward one side and take the strap with you. And to the other side. So the legs aren't moving. The hips are moving a little bit, but not very much. So this is twisting as well, like when we were sitting, but it gets a little bit different area. Keep those feet planted. Last set, one to each side. And the other. And come back to center. And let's give the strap a rest. I'm going to adjust this just a little bit. Okay. So let's see if I can do this. So I want to do some movement. And what I want you to do is, I don't think I've taught this on a screen. So you're going to take 1, 2, 3 steps forward. And you're going to do a tap. And I know you can't see me. So I'm going to make my steps really little. So 1, 2, 3, and you're going to tap with the left foot. And then you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then your back's going to be to me. And then you're going to start with the left. 1, 2, 3, tap with the right foot. And then the right foot goes 1, 2, 3, 4. That's part 1. There's 2 parts to this. Okay? You know what? I like that. Hands on the hips. Okay? So we're going to take right, left, right, tap. And then you're going to start with the left foot, turn to the left, 4 steps. And you're going to start with the left foot, going forward 1, 2, right, left, tap the right foot. And then you're going to walk right, left, right together. How's that? Good. All right. So the second part is, it's basically a cha-cha-cha. You go step, 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 step. Okay. So this is going to challenge your brain as well as mine. So the second part is right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Good? Yeah? All right. So we're going to go forward and then we're going to do a half turn. We're going to go forward, do a half turn, and then do the 1, 2, cha, 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 1, 2, cha, cha, cha. And so that's a little bit of movement and I'll do it slow and then we're going to double time it. Okay. So ready? Right now it's slow. Ready? Right, left, right, touch, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, touch, right, right, left, right, left. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. How's that? Okay, we'll do that a few more times. Yeah. So, you know what? Maybe I'll try doing this. Let's see if I can share. I don't know how to do this, but hear this? Can you hear that? Can you hear the music? Okay. All right. We'll see what happens. So we'll do it 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, tap. Turn, 2, 3. Step, 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 tap, step, step, step. Turn, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. We do it again. And 1, 2, 3. Tap, turn, 1, 2, 3, 4. Step left, 1, 2, 3. Tap right, step right. 2, 3, 4. Step, step. 1, 2, 3. Step, step. 1, 2. Okay. Oh, how do I pause this? Okay. How was that doing? How did we do on that? Thumbs up? Mezzo, mezzo? Can we double time it? Or do you want to do it slow again? All those for slow. Okay. And all those for double timing it. Wow. Oh dear. Okay. You know what? Let's do two rounds and of it doing what we've been doing, and then 2 rounds of double timing it. So be ready when it double times, okay? I think Ms. V is ready. All right, so we're gonna start over again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you can have an attitude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and here we go. 1, 2, 3. Tap turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Forward, left, right, left. Tap turn, right, left, right, left. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Again, step, 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 touch, turn left, right, left, right, left, step, and touch, turn right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Really quick. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 3. Okay. All right. So that's a little bit of coordination there. How we do? We did okay. All right. Okay, we'll move on. Now it's a little bit harder than. Okay. We're going to do. So we're going to start with W. We're going to do reaching again. So we're going to step and reach. Step. So the arms are kind of loose here. So go down and reach. So do a little bit of a squat if you can. So stay on both feet. You can do a little touch if you want, or go onto your toes. Down, up, that's it. Down and up. Down and up. And down and up. And on the first side, we're going to pulse it here, just down and up, down and up. One more. So we'll do 4. And to the other side, go down and up, down and up, down, up, down and up. Then what I want you to do is take it to the side, like you're pushing something, and shift the weight over from one to the other. So we're working a little bit on balance here too. So the lower you go, the stronger you get. That's it. Last set. And down. Let's just do a little bit of a jogging in place. Just nice and easy. Feet don't have to come much off the floor. And then I want you to go into the second, into the lunge. I want you to try to kick yourself in the tush. Kick yourself in the tush. Kick yourself in the tush. Kick yourself. And see if you can go through the center and then shift onto the other side. And shift. Shift. Keep the chest up. Make sure that it's not drooping. Keep looking forward. Last set. And up and down. Let's just bounce a little bit here. And how about a little bit of punching? And then how about cross punching? That's it. Oh, they're really good at this part. And then back to the front. Keep bouncing. Keep the knees soft, even. Keep the navel slightly tucked in, shy navel. That's it. And then slow it down. Let's slow it down. And bring the feet together. Let's put the hands on the hips. If you want to, put the feet together at the big toe. The heels might not come together. If not, a little bit apart, and soften the knees. And we're going to spin the tailbone around. A little bit of hula, catch the breath. And go the other way. So knees soft on this one, y'all. Knees soft. And come to center and just wiggle side to side. This is more the Tahitian style, right? Yep. Somebody's got it. And push into the floor. Put the hands down and just shake the arms out. Okay, cool. Gonna do a little bit more standing up. So let's see. So go ahead and take a little bit of a wide stance. We're just going to shift and touch the opposite knee. How's that? Touch the opposite knee. So go and make sure you pass through this position rather than just going back and forth like this. If you can go down a little bit, soften the knees, give yourself a little bit of a balance time. Balance time. Balance time. Don't hit yourself too hard. That's it, super. And what you want to try to do is try to make that balance time a little bit longer, depending on how comfortable you are. And keep the chest upright. Last set. 1 and 2. Super. Okay. All right. Come on down. Okay. So we're going to take a little bit big movements again. So you're going to take a step and turn and step and down. Okay. And you're going to go the other way and sweep the arms down. So keep the knees soft, round. So you're traveling and then go the other way, around. How are we doing? I think we're doing good. Yeah. Yeah. All right. If you want, you can take it in the air, but that's optional. So you can do 1, 2, 3. So 1. So you sort of tap your foot and come up. Tap. So you sort of kick and up and tap, tap, and up. If that's just too much, you just take a step, step, and reach, and step. Replace, step, and reach. A few more. I like this big windmill arms. And reach. 1, 2, 3. We're going to do one more set. So one first side. Keep breathing. And last one. Totally. Last one. And here. And then just come to center. And just stand. And see if you can be really, really still. Okay. All right, so we're going to come back to the chair. Let's take the chair. Yeah. Right, so stand on the side and put front leg, the one that's toward the front. Make sure you have your hand on the same hand, the foot that's up on the hip. Okay. If the leg is up, and I want you to keep a light touch on the back of it, I want you to toward either New York or Hawaii, depending on which way you're looking. And then let front hip drop a little bit, lift, and bend at the hip a little. Start looking on a diagonal. And keep that top foot flexed on the chair. That's super. And if you can, fold a little bit deeper if you want to. Get a little bit of a hamstring and glute stretch. And if that folding forward, if that bending is too much for you, just keep very straight, nice straight back. And I want you to bend the knee, front knee, put the foot flat on the chair. Okay. So put the foot flat on the chair. Make sure you still have your hand on the back of the chair. And I want you to lean forward, bending that knee a little bit more and pushing into that back heel and looking out toward New York or Hawaii with that back knee straight. Super. Yep. And slowly come out of it. And let's go to the other side. Okay. So go ahead and put that front heel, the heel of the front leg, up on the chair. Same hand on the hip and onto the back. Drop the hip a little bit and go ahead and Going to look diagonal at the floor. Yep, that's it. Really get that foot flexed. Take a deep breath in. If capacity, go ahead and lengthen the spine and fold, giving you a little stretch in the back of the hamstrings and the glutes. And try to get that top knee as straight as you can. A few more breaths. See if you can release something. And go ahead and the front knee, put the foot flat on the chair. Lift the chest nice and tall. And then go ahead and bend the top knee a little bit more. The hand on the chair might move a little bit forward too. So your chest is lifted and you're reaching the back heel into the floor. And you're actually pushing down into the front heel too, into the chair seat. And take a few deep breathers there. Go ahead and push into the chair, come back up and bring both feet down. And let's put the chair in front of you. Right. You take your feet about a yard or a meter apart and then turn the toes out a little bit. You can see that, yep. And I want you to think about yourself being stuck between a plate of glass, 2 plates of glass. So you're like squashed. Now I want you to go just straight down, just a little bit, bend the knees. Make sure the knees don't go past the ankles, okay? So make sure you separate the feet a little bit more. Mr. C, yeah, separate the feet even more. Separate the feet. More. Yes, that's it. Yeah, you can go there. Now what I want you to do is lift one heel. Don't move anything and then lower it. So if you were at a bar having a beer or a glass of wine or a cocktail and lift the other heel and lower it, no one would know that you're doing this while you're standing at the bar. The feel. So keep this alternating. Remember, you're between 2 panes of glass, so you're kind of squashed. So you're nice and vertical. Another one. And last one on one heel. Guess what? Where we're going? We're going with 2 heels. Yeah, and then lower. Lift both. Can you lighten the touch on the chair? If you're really adventuresome, you can do this. Or just keep this lighter. That's okay too. What I'm trying to do is get you to use more muscles than you thought you would need for this. Last one, and hold it up there. Can you find that stable place? Go ahead, slowly lower the heels. Push into the heels and straighten the knees. All right, and then move that in. All right, super. Okay, let's go on to the yoga. Do you all have a yoga mat? If not, just go on the floor. Lay in what's called constructive rest. If you have a blanket or if you need a blanket under your head, put it under your head. We're going to start winding down a little bit, but there's a little bit of effort still that's going to be involved. All right. And so lie on the back, the feet on the floor and knees toward the ceiling. You can all see me, yeah. And so bring the heels as close to your tush as you can. And I want the arms going into what I call L shape. So the fingers are pointing up and the upper arms are toes are slightly turned, and just the get the wall and lower. Well, with the hips, you press down a little bit in the arm, hips, and arm, and get press into the heels with the knees toes and down. And you know, press for arms down and slowly lower. Now come put the feet together. And then what I want you to do is bring the right leg across over the left thigh. So we got a figure 4 going on. Okay. We're going to do hip raises. So we're doing bridge pose, but make sure the knee doesn't wibble wobble. The left knee goes in a straight line as much as possible. Going to lift the hips and press into the upper arms and lower. Again, lift the hips, press the upper arms and lower. We're going to hold the next one. So see if you can go as high up as you can with the hips. Press down in the upper arms and keep breathing. Press down into that left heel. One more deep inhale and slowly lower. And bring both feet back down on the floor, toes together. Okay. Guess what? We have the other side. So go ahead and cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Let the knee open up. It's all open to wherever it wants to go. And then you're going to take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift the hips, press the upper arms, and come on down. That was practice because you want to make sure that right knee stays in that railroad track. Press the hips up, press the upper arms, press the right heel, come on down. You know what? We're going to do 2 more on this side. And lift the hips, pressing, and come on down. This is the last one. This is the big one where you're going to hold it up there for a while. Go ahead and lift the hips, press, 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 press. Keep breathing, breathing, breathing. See if you can make the lungs extend a little more. Take a deep inhale and slow down. And bring both feet forward. Go ahead and side to side in a windshield wiper. Okay. And take the feet and separate them to hips with the mats width apart. Sorry, mat apart. And the heels are close to your tush. Take the arms out, palms facing up toward the ceiling. And go gently, slowly lower the knees. Keep the chest point generally upward. And think of reaching opposite directions with the fingertips. And let the legs just get closer to the on their own terms. So gravity gets to do all the work. Keep reaching opposite directions with the fingers. Can you deepen the breath? Open the lungs up. Each time you inhale, you're doing a stretch. You're stretching those muscles in the torso. On the next inhale, go ahead and bring the knees back up to center. Adjust the feet if you need to. They might have like scooched around. Adjust the arms. And go ahead and lower the knees toward the left. Find the place where you can just kind of hunker down. Let the fingers go opposite directions. You don't want to meet. Not right now. See if you can deepen the breath. Give those muscles that were contracting and working a little bit of stretching by inhaling. Another big deep inhale and bring the knees up to the center. Bring the feet back closer together. Go ahead and slide the heels and straighten the legs. Take the arms overhead so that you're like a stick. And then let the ears go in opposite directions. Toes are pointing up, kneecaps are pointing up, and your quads are engaged. Okay. Everything's engaged. I thought sticks did nothing, but they do a lot. Take a few deep, slow breaths with the exhale being a little bit longer than the inhale. And then go ahead and slide the heels toward the tush. Bring the knees toward the chest. Give yourself a hug. And if you want, move the forehead toward the knees, and you can rock side to side a little bit. Give yourself a massage. So torso rock side to side. Then go ahead and put the feet down. And find a position that you find will be comfortable for you for a few breaths. If you want to do constructive rest, that'd be fine. Or you can sit up if you want. That's another option too. So what I want to do is do a little bit of breathing. So just a few breaths. Take a breath in through the nostrils and exhale through the mouth. Either inhale through the nostrils and exhale through the mouth. Maybe take the arms to the sides into a T again and see if you can stretch them to the sides. Then what I want you to do is twinkle the fingers for me and then do what I call a ping so they're nice and stiff. Really stretch them out and twinkle them again. Twinkle the fingers. Twinkle, twinkle, a little bit more, a little excessively, and then ping them. I want you to move just the fingertips. So it's not the whole fingers, just the fingertips. This is an isolation. We've got the pinged fingers and the fingertips. And then straighten them out. And see if you can open it just a little bit more by reaching a little bit further apart with the fingertips. And go ahead and lower and put the hands on the abdomen, on the belly, like right around, a little bit above and below the belly button. And see if you can push that belly button out up against your hands. And then when you exhale, just let the hands gently follow the motion of the belly. You're creating expansiveness on the inside of the body. It helps nourish the rest of this system. And just go into regular breathing. Find what the body needs right now. And just find a place that's comfortable for the hands. If you're on your back, just find a comfortable position, knees bent or straight. If you're seated, maybe cross-legged or in a chair. But find a position that you can hold for a little while that's comfortable. Eyes are closed, letting the body integrate. So if you've taken my class for the first time, know there's things that you've probably never done before. And the body's going, oh, what? And then the next time you encounter those kinds of movements, it'll be, yeah, been there, done that. And it's partly the brain and it's partly the nervous system. So go ahead and roll over the side and sit on up. I want to do a little bit of additional stretching. You're fully in class. So if you have it or bolster, go ahead and sit on it so that you sit high. And grab the strap. Sorry. I want you to sit so that your tush is just falling off of the cushion or the blanket. Then extend the legs in front of you. And go ahead and take, you know what? Let's just take here. Just put the strap around your shoulders for right now. But let's go ahead and sit down and go ahead and take one arm up. The other hand is on the floor. Yeah. And so really reach up with that upper hand, top arm. Just lean over a little bit. And then push down into the floor so that you're kind of going opposite directions. Yeah. And see if you can open the chest a little bit more. So move your sternum forward a little bit. That's it. And breathe. I'm going to make a nice big arc. Bring that down. We'll do the other side. So go ahead and take the other arm up. Keep those feet nice and flexed and engaged. Reaching up. So tilt over just enough so that the palm lands on the floor. And then start pushing into the palm, which energizes the fingers on the top hand. And you're reaching upward. And see if you can deepen the breath. Expanding the rib cage. And then bring the arm down. All right. Let's go ahead and take the strap and put it out there. Straighten the knees. And then walk the hands down the strap so that the elbows are straight. And you're pushing a little bit into the strap so that the chest lifts up. All right. So make sure your elbows are straight and then walk the hands down a little bit down the strap. So I'm starting to fold forward a little bit. Right. So see about getting those knees straight. Really push into the strap. Walk the hands down a little bit further. And think about lengthening the spine. So you're lifting the chest a little bit and then pinch those shoulders a little bit behind you. Remember earlier, you isolated the shoulders and you pinch them behind you a little bit. Into the strap. Take a deep breath in and slowly exhale. Take another inhale and go ahead and come up in one piece, letting the hands slide and lengthen the spine. And go ahead and put the feet down. Okay. All right. So that's it for today. And nice to see familiar faces. And nice to see faces. So if you don't have questions, I am going to sign off. Are we good? All right. Okay. I'll see you next time.